Mine is the number one. I am moving to of the audit committee. Today is December 12th, 2021. President of the Kevin Walker, administrator, and Toby Peter. Internal audit. I believe
Okay, I will pass the chair over to Kevin Walker.
Okay, thanks, Mary. So next item on the agenda is presentation review of draft internal audit report.
And can we discuss that?
Sure.
I mean, I don't think it's appropriate that we are reviewing this audit report, considering we haven't set this audit committee up correctly and we don't have a financial advisor on board. So I definitely would like this to go on record in the minutes that this is against our attorney's advice to appoint Mr. Dieter, and it's also against the fact that we still do not have this audit committee completely set up and have a financial advisor to advise us to what Mr. is presenting today.
Okay.
So I'm saying that I think we're out of compliance by going over this internal audit report.
Yeah, I guess I do not see it that way. I think if you wanted to go over it again in the future, if in the future there was some different financial advisor, we could do that again, but I don't see any point in not looking at it or not hearing the presentation. I don't think that serves anything. And I also don't think it's in violation of the audit committee bylaws. You know, it says, so as they get someone, it doesn't say nothing can happen without it. So I guess I disagree with that.
And it's reviewing it, it's not adopting it. So I think there's at least a couple of things in when I read it that I would like to do some further investigation into. So to review the audit report, internal audit report, I do not think is in violation of anything. But I do think when we do it, we probably should go into closed session because there are some sensitive items on in the report, and that some of it would be for safety and security reasons, which is one of the reasons you can go into closed session.
Well, if you want to continue out of compliance with the audit committee, then that's your choice that we do so. And if we go into closed session, I believe that it needs to be limited to specifically whatever issue you feel that is the audit we need to be in a closed session over, rather the entire audit. So if we're going to do this, it needs to be on the record and open to the public for transparency's sake.
It will be open to the public.
To cover this up and to push it as we are forward, I think it's a mistake. So
I was going to say that we don't. It will be open and public when it goes up before all the commission, so the public will have an opportunity to see it.
Well, again, if we're going to go into a closed session, it needs to be over a very specific portion of it, not the entire report.
So, I disagree. I think it's fine to go over the entire report.
I mean, I do think, I think it's some of the sensitive parts are a little bit hard to disentangle. I mean, they're kind of scattered throughout. If it was just like section A, you know, not sensitive, section B sensitive, you know, that would be, you know, easy to split, but I'm having trouble seeing it. And we don't want to go in and out of closed session every paragraph or something. So
And I have trouble seeing why we would want to make this less than transparent.
I guess my concern is it's part of the internal audit report has to do with, you know, opportunities for embezzling funds and things like that. I don't think we generally want to broadcast that far and wide. Like, I can think of some situations with the sheriff's department that, you know, I wouldn't feel comfortable discussing in an open meeting. And I think there's also like compliance issue, you know, things of legal liability that we, so, and I think as Mary pointed out, eventually some large part of it, I think, does become public, but I guess I do, you know, in the past, you know, it's a new thing that these audit committee meetings are subject to OMA, and we don't have in place procedures for separating out the sensitive stuff from.
Well, again, we have not properly set up this audit committee, and we are going in and we're going to evaluate Mr. Dieter's internal audit report, and we do not have someone here to assist us with those dynamics of this report.
That's
So
a separate issue.
I do
Well,
think,
there's so many issues here. I mean,
well, I would like to suggest that we close the discussion. We have 2 to 1 who want to review the report. And I have a hard close at 12 o'clock.
Okay, do you want, so I'd entertain, you want to make a motion to go into closed session?
Yeah, I made a motion, but didn't get a second. I made a motion. We go into closed session to discuss sensitive issues concerning safety and issues. I forgot the exact term, but it's positive. It's one of the reasons you can go into closed session.
Okay, I'll second that. All in favor? Opposed?
post.
So,
What are you?
2:30 closed session.
So we can.
Well, that was 2 to 3, that was 2:30.
Okay.
But thanks for the reminder that we need 2/3. So you'll let us know when we're ready to go?
Yes.
You guys hear me okay?
I do agree, Bill, that there are parts of the audit report that you don't have, that are not sensitive, and maybe in the future we can try to structure the reports so that the more sensitive things are concentrated, so that, you know, more have to be as secretive.
I'll keep going in closed session, correct?
Yes.
Yes, he was not presenting.
You hear me? Just want to test my mic.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we hear it.